Dear learners and students, welcome to second session of 7th week of our course Managing Industry 4.0. The topic of this session is key performance indicators, that is KPIs, and smart manufacturing maturity assessment. We will be discussing a global framework called SIRI for the assessment purpose. In the last session, we discussed about business model. Once a company start using Industry 4.0 technologies and they implement at various level, whether at the plant or in their office, supply chain and logistic or wherever, it is very important to measure the success and the performance of this implementation. What is the impact of these technologies, this investment on business, on production, on our maintenance, on our OE, on our safety? How we are serving the customers now? Whether customers are happier than earlier? How our employees are experiencing? Sometimes we call it experience economy. This is very important. This is a new development that we start measuring the experience. So there are various areas which is required to be measured. And then assessment. Assessment is also very important. Any business, when it is running, should do periodical assessment. While performance has to be measured on regular basis, sometime on the real time basis, which we will be discussing, but assessment may be done on once in a 6 months or once in a year or after implementation, after few months of implementation of a new technology or whatever. Let us study and discuss these two areas of Industry 4.0. I will be discussing in the context of smart manufacturing, but equally applicable to other industry as well as. Now, you are seeing over here the importance of periodic and real-time measurement through key performance indicators, key KPIs. So, I have shown over here the 6 important variable which we like to measure: visibility and control. How visible our performance, the performance of our processes, performance of our equipments. Do we have the failures analysis? These all are the areas which fall under this domain of visibility and control. And it is very important to measure visibility on real time basis, visibility of processes in the real time basis. This is where the challenge, especially in the manufacturing, that, and you must have seen, sometime, when you like to see the performance of the equity market, you see the indices are, going up and down, and you can see on the screen on real time basis. Like that, companies also make use of real time dashboard to measure the performance of their processes end to end, their equipments, whatever they like to have. And we will see few examples. Ensure, another important part of the KPIs is that ensure consistent performance across shift, plant, and irrespective of the shift, because this is a computer base, it's a digital base, and we keep seeing, we keep measuring, keep visualizing the performance, key performance indicators, KPIs 24/7. KPIs also have a role to play for improvement of some of the when we implement the standards like lean management or total performance management or Six Sigma, that time the KPI is one of the important indicator to measure how far we are able to achieve the Six Sigma or TPM like that. So companies who implement Six Sigma and TPM, they also make use of the key performance indicators. So like that, there are many areas where key performance indicators contribute. I have written here the fact-based decision making replace intuition. See, if you don't have key performance indicator, then we have to work with the intuition. Oh, something is happening, why production is going down, then we have some experience and then we try to relate. But if we have the KPIs on the screen, we can immediately make out what is the reason for production is going down or the product quality is not coming up. So fact-based decision making, KPIs help us for the fact-based decision making. And very important is that if we have implemented KPIs for measurement of performance, and in fact the results of analytics and AI is sometimes presented in form of the KPIs. The results are in the form of KPIs. So the KPIs become one of the common denominator for performance measurement and performance monitoring and presentation. Is so important area. Few examples of KPIs, you can glance through this screen. For sake of example, I have taken from this magazine, it's called IoT Analytics, that for smart factory KPIs, some of the KPIs look like this: increase in labor efficiency. I am not writing the value of the KPI. On the right hand side, you will find that what is the importance of this KPI among the industry, in the industry. So you can define the labor efficiency as per the formula applicable: increase in output, throughput or output of your product, whatever you are trying to measure. Cost, decrease in cost. Are we decreasing the cost or increasing the cost? So this is the list, is the indicative list of the KPIs. We have written KPIs for smart factories. Similar list can be made, similar KPIs can be made for any other segment or any other segment of industry. It may be retail, it may be energy, whatever you like to have. And there is a whole lot of information is available in the public domain about the KPIs. Please study that. Now the important area which I have just mentioned when we have an opening remark is the real-time basis. As I written over here, the manufacturing performance today cannot be managed retrospectively. In a volatile environment, weekly or monthly KPIs arrive too late. Manufacturing systems are highly interconnected: machine, people, material, energy, supplier. Delays in detecting issues lead to quality losses, downtime escalation, safety incidents, and missed deliveries. So what is required is on real-time basis we should have the measurement of the key performance indicators. Suppose there is a company, I have given here example of a company which is having some 5 levels of the products, the flat screen or laptop, and what is their price, how their revenue is getting generated, production. So the point is that requirement is to measure the performance on real-time basis. You can see on this dashboard how one of the company, I have taken this example from this site, how this company is measuring the performance of their production, quality, then they are measuring efficiency, they are measuring reducing inventory, and that is also you can see that the horizon of the time period, and there are couple of other dashboards are given over here. So the point here is that one of the important asks in the industry is to measure the performance on real-time basis. And there are quite a few solutions available in the market to measure the performance or KPIs. Performance is measured in form of KPIs on real-time basis. Like in my company in Bharat Petroleum, when I was Chief Information Officer, we implemented measurement of performance of each and every equipment, each and every process on real-time basis, end to end. Like that, there are more than 200 screens and that is very important. And it has helped the company to know where is any problem going on, where is the scope of improvements. So this is, I thought briefly I will touch about the KPIs. I have given for your reference the list of KPIs in manufacturing, quite comprehensive list. You can go through, like I will like to explain you one or few KPIs, like manufacturing cost per unit. This is one of the KPI. Finance department likes to measure the total manufacturing cost divided by unit produced. How much cost is coming out for per unit, per item production. Return on assets, net income generated from total asset employed. So this is not a real-time basis of a KPI. This is a once in a year one can do that. So there are quite a few KPIs which should be measured, like throughput. Throughput can be measured on real-time basis, production attainment. So I invite you to go through these examples, which is listed on these 5-6 slides. I am not going through these examples and explaining. These are self-explanatory, and please take the advantage of this information. And I have also shared here some of the links. One links pertain to the KPIs. That is the second one of this company. They have given quite a good list of KPIs and some technologies as well as they are discussing. Just for sake of example I have mentioned over here. And then there is a report of World Economic Forum on maturity assessment, which we are going to discuss now. So now we are turning to the maturity assessment. So first question comes, why maturity assessment, and what is the significance of maturity assessment for Industry 4.0 implementation? So I have made some statement in this slide. Without a clear starting point, our digital transformation journey is built on guesswork. So we should not do guesswork. We have to have a proper numbers. We should have proper facts. We should not do guesswork. It's a very expensive thing. If you start doing guesswork in the industry, especially we are living in the VUCA world, uncertainties. A structured maturity assessment helps us see the full picture of the business. See the full picture of the business beyond just technology, whether the technology is performing, giving, but we should see the full picture, which we are going to see now. We are going to study. Build a realistic roadmap from vision to action. So assessment help us to find the gaps, and based on those information or that assessment, we can figure out that what is the next step and what we should try to prioritize. This is a very important aspect of the outcome of the assessment. So it helps us to decide what is our next action, where we were lacking and what we should prioritize. Suppose there are 3 areas, which area we should prioritize? First, we should give the maximum results, maximum benefits to the company. Invest wisely, track progress and adapt. We keep tracking the progress. This also we do with the help of KPIs, but here it is little more solid. It is more in the deep that you will see. Align people process. No, this is very important area. And as we say that, no, the key factor is people process in technology or people process in organization. The organization is result of the people and process. No. So, prepare your organization for change from leadership to the front line. So, it helps us, and we will see that how this assessment is being carried out. This comparison is also very important, and somebody should not get confused that what is the assessment and what is the KPI dashboard. So, the purpose of assessment is to evaluate readiness and maturity before transformation, and KPI's purpose is monitoring the performance. Where are we today and what we should improve first? That is the part of assessment. This is a main question we should ask in assessment. But in case of KPI, how are we performing against targets? Our target is say 100%. Whether we are performing 80% or 60%, that is the main thing which we like to achieve or we like to measure in case of KPIs. Time horizon, medium to long term, here short term and real time basis. Nature of diagnostic, here diagnostic and perspective, we get a perspective also, futuristic perspective, but here it is descriptive, it's just descriptive, what is happening at this moment, like that. What is the role of assessment in rolling out of the industry 4.0, guide where to invest, sequence initiative, here track the performance. So, with this let us move to the assessment framework which we are using over here is Smart Industry Readiness Index. It's called SIRI in short, which has been developed by the Singapore Economic Development Board few years back. And they have given this rights for implementation of SIRI to a company called INSIT.org, International Center for Industrial Transformation. Is quite comprehensive assessment framework which you will be seeing a glimpse of that, and only those who are in this business or those who are in this domain, they should try to go to this website and try to get the detailed explanation of each and every aspect of SIRI. SIRI provide a holistic view across critical areas like process, technology and organization. What is the objective of SIRI? Provide common structured objective framework to assess current digital maturity. When we say digital maturity, what do you mean by that? Whether my investment in digital technology is giving a benefit or not, or the benefit which we have assumed that suppose we have implemented technologies like AI or predictive analytics, whether predictive analytics, we have implemented across our value chain of all equipments, has helped to save the, the downtime or reduce the downtime of our equipments, by getting, the prior information of the problem is going to come. So, that is what the maturity call for. Then we have to assess the gaps, gaps against the best practices. And then once we know gaps, we should able to prioritize also. The SIRI also guide us which thing you should do first. You have 10 areas to be coop up or 10 areas are waiting for action. Which area you should take first. So, that is what is the purpose of the SIRI, and you will see that in a minute's time. This is the framework which we are going to study now. The framework is having three building block. You can see these three building block: process, technology and organization. I will be explaining all these three building block. Then the next layer is of the pillars, we call them. There are 8 pillars, and 3 under process, 3 under technology and 2 under organization. Which are those pillars? Operation as a pillar, supply chain as a pillar, product and life cycle as a pillar. It means the process which we are going to study, we should study the process of operation, we should study the process of, or we should make the assessment of supply chain processes and we should also make the assessment of product and life cycle processes. Okay. Similarly, in case of technology, very clearly it is mentioned whether you are looking for automation, connectivity or intelligence. So, up to what extent the automation has been achieved, 30%, 40%, 60%, whether the connectivity is perfect, is has been established completely, holistically, every equipment, every part, every process is connected, and intelligence, how intelligently we are able to take the decision. So, that is all is under technology. And then organization, the talent readiness, whether we have the workforce which understand the today's change and they effectively implement or they take the advantage of the new technologies which company has implemented, like company has implemented say cobot. Cobot is a technology which we have studied, where a robot work along with the worker. It helps the worker, they are supplement to each other. So, are we using them perfectly or just still we keep doing everything ourselves, despite having the cobot in the company? So, that is what is the talent readiness. So, talent readiness. We should try to make use of we know this subject, we should not go back to the old way of working. We should try to learn and try to implement, try to practice and take the advantage of new technologies. So, that is the readiness we have to develop, and we will study that. Structure management. So, this is also very important. When you implement the latest technologies, it also requires the changes in the organization. This is what is the fact which has been realized that that old organization, old structure of the departments and hierarchy may not be sufficient for a effective use or effective implementation of new kind of processes and new kind of technologies. Now, these processes, technology and organizations are being measured or is being assessed in 16 number of dimensions, basically. So, these are the dimensions: vertical, horizontal, integrated product life cycle, these are dimensions. So, SIRI provide that that operation should be assessed in vertical dimensions. Vertical dimensions means that we will go through the slides. For each of these, we have the slides, so that we should not, it should not miss any important points. So, let us go to the slide. This is another way of representing the same framework. Earlier it was in layers. Here it is vertical columns. So, before we go on explanation of each and every area, I bought from one of the service provider, name is Sparrow, that how they are using SIRI for their client in field of environment, health and safety and sustainability. You can go through their statement how this company is giving the benefit by using the SIRI's 360-degree analysis, environmental health and safety. These are the processes which we have just seen in the previous slide as a key focus area. The outcome is that many companies use their SIRI roadmap to invest in smart EHS solutions. So, first they do the assessment through SIRI and they identify that now these are the areas of health and safety and environment we should implement. Similarly, in case of sustainability. And more important is also companies are using the SIRI assessment to decide that their OE factor. OE is a 360-degree of view of the equipments, equipment effectiveness. So, with the help of SIRI, the SIRI practices which you will see in a glance in a minute, they try to figure out that which are the areas and what kind of technologies whether the existing technologies are suffice, is there any gap to maintain their equipments, where they are lacking. So, like that. So, here I have given the explanation of 3 building blocks, processes. So, processes, the building block examine the efficiency, effectiveness and integration of company's operation workflow. It covers the pillars that we have listed over there: operations, supply chain, product life cycle. Similarly, technology and organization. So, these are the 3 building blocks which I already explained, And you can, if somebody would like to see the little more detail, you go through this slide now. So these are the process. In this 3-4 slides, you will find the explanation of each and every pillars as well as the dimensions. The operation, what it cover, production and shop floor processes, and it covered that planning, execution, monitoring, supply chain, inbound and outbound, and integration. So these are the things which when we like to have the assessment of company's performance in supply chain, then it will SIRI framework will do the assessment across all these processes of supply chain, all these processes or dimensions of the supply chain like supplier, logistics, customers. I am not going in detail of that due to paucity of time, and probably it is not falling under your syllabus also. Those who are very much interested to see the full detail of SIRI, then they can go through my second part of this presentation, which also I have listed out in this deck. Product life cycle design to service integration, very important. So digital integration of product design and engineering. So it should not happen that whatever you design but is not required in the market. So this is what So product life cycle integration is also important. Then technology and organization. So automation, up to what level company using the robotics, whether the integration has been done across, data integration has been done across, and explanation is real-time data flow across machines and systems, enterprise applications. Intelligence can be measured with the help of how far the company has implemented analytics and how they are taking the advantage of analytics and AI. So what is the level of their skills in the company, and whether the governance framework company is using is conducive. So these are the things which you will see that assessment templates which I have included in my deck, but I am not going to explain. It's a very comprehensive and is a subject. It requires the domain knowledge for that. What is vertical, horizontal, and integrated product life cycle? Vertical means that integration across machines, lines, shop floor. In a factory, you have the machines, you have the equipments, and you have the shop floor. So there should be vertical integration. What do you mean by that? If there is any downtime in the machine, it should be known to the shop floor systems, and immediately that the repair should be provided to the machine. And this is possible with the help of some softwares like MES SCADA integration. We have a horizontal supply chain, then manufacturing, and then logistic. So end to end there is a connectivity. So if there is any delay in the supply, the production or the manufacturing should know what is the delay, and they should try to take alternative path like that. So this is a horizontal integration is also very important. SIRI recommend that the company should have the horizontal integration, and they try to through 3 assessment. One will try to assess that how good, how far company has done the horizontal or vertical integration. Integrate product life cycle, digitally continuity from design to manufacturing to service. What customer is requiring, are we designing? Whether the customer feedback has been employed back, the feedback loop we call it, that is called integrated product life cycle. So if customer has given some feedback or your test has given some feedback, whether you have implemented that or flow back into the design of the equipment. And that is being done with the help of a very comprehensive software called PLM Link, Product Life Cycle Management, which is linked to ERP. ERP is facing to the customer or deliveries, and PLM is more on the manufacturing side. That is what. So again, this is a very comprehensive list of the technology building block, and now I think by this time you should be able to interpret this, that what is required, like enterprise automation. What is required? This is the one area which will be assessed when SIRI assessment will be done, that what is the shop floor automation, how far company has done the shop floor automation of production and inspection. So whether a company is using robotics or automated inspection like that. How far the enterprise automation has been achieved, how far facility automation has been achieved, like that, all areas, all desired areas of the company, what kind of latest technology are being used. So that is a part of assessment. SIRI recommend that depending upon the company, depending upon the discipline, the industry, whether it's the automobile industry or the process industry, companies are supposed to make use of the latest technologies. So this is again, the list is covering some other areas So we can go through at your own pace. I have included here one case study, indicative case study. I am not naming this company. So suppose somebody want to assess a company, this kind of fillers has to be provided. Like in case of process, whether company is making use of the smart SS care, integrated supply chain, digital product development, technology, automation, IoT, organization, digital talent development. What company is taking action in this? Whether they are working in the digital first kind of initiative they have. In the continuation of that case study, so in case of operation, how company in question uses AI based process control, whether they use partly they use 30%, 40%, or they use completely AI based process control system. Like in case of Tata Steel, you can find that that they use at most of their places AI based control systems. Indicative study evidence is machine learning driven defect detection and predictive asset analytics. If the company has implemented these kind of technologies, it means they are using AI based process control. Supply chain analytic led planning. So how you will make out this, or how you will find out this, whether they are using demand forecasting and 72-hour delivery. It depends upon the industry to industry, 72-hour or 48 hours kind of delivery. Suppose the order has come, whether company is able to deliver within 48 hours, 72 hours. Like Amazon is able to deliver in 24 hours or 48 hours also, we have seen. So like that, product life cycle. So this is again a good list I have provided to understand that what is the real use of these process pillars, these process pillars like connectivity. Whether the company has established the plant-wide connectivity, whether they have a plant-wide digital backbone. So how you will assess this? Indicative Wi-Fi and data platform has been put across the company. That is what. So this is again the next list of the assessment areas, that processes of operation and supply chain, product life cycle. So I wanted to include in this session also two case studies which you can go through. These are published case studies. You can go through this case study and see that how companies are implementing SIRI. One of the case studies of Yokogawa is a globally leading industrial automation company, and they are using SIRI and they have found you can read here that reduce this inertia. Yokogawa has positioned the official SIRI assessment as an accessible, easily adaptable 2-day review. They only spend 2 days time, only 2 days time to review the performance of their digitalization or digital transformation using the SIRI framework. This is another case study which I have included in my deck. You like to go through this. This is about a pharma company. So friend, I have come to the end of this session. Whatever these slides which I am not discussing, these are self-explanatory, and those who are interested to know in deep of the subject, you can go through rest of these slides now. So these are the slides, some case studies, and I have also included the templates of the SIRI in this deck, that working professionals who are interested to know about the SIRI and the templates they can go through these 8-10 slides also, and full information is available on the reference link which I have provided. So with this I like to come to the end of our this session, and I am sure that those who like to know about the assessment and measurement, whatever briefly I have discussed should be useful to all of you. Thank you very much.